Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Hazel and Mia Podcast. We're happy to see you here. We know that everything is getting overwhelming. Remember something that we have just come out of the Lionsgate portal and the solar eclipse. So, yeah, it's getting crazy.
And
But
it's
the
going to
one
continue
thing,
as well.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
It's going to continue getting crazy as well.
And so we're asking everybody to take a moment, step back. This doesn't have to be your reality every day.
No.
And what I mean by that is that there are forces out there that are making us feel worthless.
Yeah. Yeah. And
we have to turn away from them. We have to turn off the TV. We have to stop reading the newspaper. So many of the things that are being put out into the universe are put out there to make us afraid.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
and
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I have had so many meetings this week to
Mia,
yes.
One moment.
Okay.
Let me just put Fred out because he's doing a dance.
Okay, go ahead.
So warm for him.
Go ahead.
So warm, bless him.
I've had so many conversations this week about people feeling worthless in their lives, and they feel like they have lost everything. They don't know what to do next. Yeah, I understand. People are losing their jobs. They are finding it difficult to buy groceries for their family, pay the rent. It's all meant to make you feel worthless.
Yeah.
And the stronger that you can fight back when this is all over, imagine how you will feel about what you did to survive their craziness.
Yeah.
I can, honestly, the US governments, the UK governments around the world are putting policies into place to spy on their own citizens, to take photos of their license plates and track these people all around the country or the city that they're living in. We shouldn't be living like this. We are doing it to each other. And by that, I mean that governments are doing what they can to extract as much money out of people to the point where it feels like they are sucking the life out of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
We've had big changes the last few days here because, as the guys will have probably seen, we've got massive wildfires at the moment.
Yes.
We have been told straight away we're not allowed to barbecue. We are not allowed to take cigarettes if you're going up the mountain. They've just laid down so much of the law in the last few days because I understand our fire brigade are pushed. They are pushed to the limit. They're not sleeping. They've been on one area of fire for 4 days without a let up. But like now, our government are saying you can't do this, you can't do this. And people are disobeying them.
Well, you see it happening all around the world. Those young men who are on the carriers in the Strait of Hormuz.
Yeah.
They're jumping off the ship because they have literally been cooped up in these carriers.
Yeah.
this is not a city they're living on.
No,
They can't
no,
just get up and go for a walk in the middle of the night
no.
and just refresh themselves. They're all being restricted so much till they don't feel like they're humans anymore.
Yeah. And if you think about it, guys, that's how we feel. Even though we have our homes, even though some of us have family, we still have so many restrictions put on us by people power.
Yes.
And I say people power because if it's not the government, it's another authority. If it's not their authority, it's another authority. It's like a dog eat dog world where you feel you've sorted one thing out, then another government official, shall we say, will bring something else in. And it's just like a constant circle. But you know what? With everybody sticking together, you can change that because you will break that cycle. And that's what we all need to focus on, is breaking those cycles.
That's it. Something that we also need to stop doing is feeding the advertising ecosystem.
Yeah,
Okay. We hear things on the radio. Oh, you lost your job. You can get a car loan title loan, and this will get you through till you can stand up on your own feet and everything like that. And people want those things to be true, but
yeah,
they're really not true. And to be honest with you, these things have happened for centuries.
yeah, yeah.
You
And
are not novice to this.
yeah. And the hard thing is, guys, when you find yourself in a financial predicament, credit card companies, loan companies, they will encourage you to have these items. Please try your best not to, because that's what's important, is you don't want to be in debt constantly, because then that's another circle you've got to get yourself out of.
Absolutely. And something else that we have been experiencing here is a major increase in scams, online scamming, that it's gotten so sophisticated that we own a IT company, and the number of calls we have received from clients saying, I was online and I got an email. I didn't even click on the email. This is how sophisticated they are
Yeah,
getting.
yeah,
Immediately, somebody contacted me to say there's a problem here and we need to get into your computer to fix it. And they took control of the computer without permission.
yeah.
And while,
Remote, I'm sure that's called remote viewing.
yes,
So,
but,
guys, keep
but
that in your
literally,
head, remote viewing.
okay. But literally, what happened was while the customer was sitting there watching this person take over their computer, and he opened up their bank account, and the only thing the customer could do was to turn the computer off. And that was the
Yeah,
smartest thing for them to do.
yeah,
And they took the computer and they went to the police station, and the police station wrote a report and sent them home.
yeah,
They called
yeah,
us, and we were able to get the laptop, and we went through and we saw the steps that had been taken to where they had implanted something immediately in the computer. And anytime you would turn that computer on, it would start running again. And
yeah,
they could see what you were doing.
yeah,
If you were trying to change your passwords or anything like that, it was being logged.
yeah. And
So we did have to clean the computer
yeah, yeah.
and get the customer back up and running, but it's happening more and more.
My advice to you guys would be, have your emails on one device and your internet banking on a different device.
I don't keep my internet banking on my cell phone.
Right.
I just feel like I'm always misplacing my phone.
Yeah.
While I still don't have it easily accessible to just anyone, you have to know uh, a lot of passwords because here they have the authentication process and
Yeah.
everything like that. And
Yeah.
it's even difficult for me to get into my account,
Yeah.
but it is worth it. The sad thing about it is that we're doing this to each other. There's someone sitting out there figuring out a way to take from others,
Yeah.
and innocent people are being crushed with these things. It's really important that we figure out who our community is and we stop feeding those uh, government agencies or big corporations the things that allow them to take from us.
Yeah. Yeah. Like with things like, and this is going to sound strange, with things like fuel for my car, I don't go to big companies to get it. I go to independent garages because that's where you get better service. You get more politeness. And I'm a great believer in if you're polite to a customer, they will keep coming back.
And you know, this is the sad thing that the big corporations have learned how to put the independent businesses out of business.
Yeah. Yeah.
And things like finding a good, reputable, independent car service is becoming less and less available
Yeah.
because they want to stop these small businesses from having access to things like oil. So they can't change the oil
Yeah.
in the cars. These big car companies are building their cars in a way that you have to have a special tool in order to access
Yeah.
the undercarriage.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous because literally that gives them complete control over
Yeah.
every market.
Yeah.
If a small independent business needs an individual tool to work on one specific type of car, they have to decide whether they're going to limit themselves to this model
Yeah.
or if they are willing to find a way to purchase all of the tools that they need for any model of car that comes in. That's not sustainable for an independent business.
Yeah. Yeah.
But here you will have the big corporation saying to the smaller business, okay, I'll buy you out,
Yeah.
but it'll be at a price that I like.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it's all about. It's
Yes.
about taking control of other people, other people's lives, and what other people feel. And it's uncalled for.
It is uncalled for, but what you will see happening, and I have already seen in some small cities where doctors and nurses are so fed up with the conditions under which they have to
Yeah.
work
Yeah.
because they've been taken over by the corporate insurance companies or pharmaceutical companies. And so they have to charge certain prices for services that they provide, and they're getting fed up with it. And
No,
so
that's
you're
totally different over here
really,
because we got the National Health Service.
mhm,
But like some people pay into that for years. They take that monthly out of your wages.
right.
It covers like all hospital care, all doctors' care, but we still have to pay for our prescriptions. But some people have paid into that service now for 40, 50 years because they've always worked. And now they can't get a doctor's appointment because the doctors are too busy. So, like, it's two different worlds in that respect. But the comparison is still there because you can't get the medication that you need.
Exactly.
Because pharmacists are not being able to order that medication because big companies are saying no.
Exactly. And so what happens is people stay sick and die.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's great that the UK has a national health service. In Europe, most of the countries here have that service as well. And you feel like they're trying to find ways that they can squeeze more money out of it.
Yeah.
Will the insurance companies start to raise their prices, which was really a livable wage for people?
Yeah. Yeah.
But what you also hear from those countries that don't have a universal health care is that these other countries, their citizens pay outrageous amounts out of their salaries to get this coverage. I looked at it and I was like, okay, my average payment was somewhere around 75 euros a month. And if you look at what they charge a citizen in the US in particular, for a family, the coverage was anywhere between $500 and $700 a month. And if you participated in a health plan, that came out of your salary every month. And now the companies don't want to offer that as a benefit. And they're believing that the smartest thing for them to do is to either bring in robots, use more AI, and the thing that they did not think about was how AI would learn so much from the people who worked at these companies till they would take over and then make decisions on their own.
But would I trust AI to do an operation? No, I wouldn't.
No.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
I'd want a human fishing around inside me to find the bit that needs fixed, not a robot, because simple things like as you get older, as you know, Mia, you go for a scan, they have to find that certain bit in your body because your insides move as you get older. They don't necessarily stay in the one place.
Exactly.
And that's a scary thought.
Well, you know, the thing is that the people who started building these AI products didn't stop to think how important it was to have people involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is simply a tool. It is all a tool. It's like a hammer or a screwdriver. Still, humans need to be operating these things. And I was watching what was coming out of the EU UN AI conferences. And the things that they have made very clear is that there must be human involvement in operating these tools, because it is too much. Well, too many things can go wrong if you don't have layers of people overseeing, not just one person, because a one person can make a mistake.
Yes.
5 people can overlook things. There must be layers of control for these tools. Now,
could you imagine having a cesarean by a robot that then hands you the baby? No, it's just don't seem right.
So many things are changing within that realm. Parents are having to go back to work as soon as they've had the baby.
Yeah,
If you can't walk in, then wheel yourself in.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
mindset of people, or lose your job.
yeah,
And the ones that suffer are the children. So many children now have suffered because of things like COVID, where they weren't getting that social connection. And
yeah,
if you don't have that connection with your parent at the time of birth, there is such a huge part of the child's growth that
yeah,
is left out.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't say, why is this child now acting out, having a terrible behavior, if the parents weren't there the very second they were born to let them know that they were loved
But
and that was
at the same,
essential for them.
we need to say, parents, we understand why it happens. Don't feel guilty about having to do it, because we understand that you need that money coming in, and so many companies don't pay maternity leave and don't give you benefits when you have a child. So please don't feel bad if that's a situation you've been in.
Unfortunately, we can say that, but we know that people still feel this way. In
Yeah,
order for my child to get the medical attention that they need or the medication that they need, I have to be working 2 jobs.
yeah. And your feelings are valid, by the way. Your
Yes.
feelings are very, very valid. Don't ever let anybody else tell you otherwise, because there seems to be a lot of pushing the blame to other people at the present time. And I've noticed that all the time. The doctor says, well, why didn't you go to hospital? The hospital says, we can't help you, go to the doctors. There's a lot of pushing the blame onto everybody else. So your feelings are valid on why you've had to do that as well.
I think the saddest thing that I ever saw was a social worker. She was in her 60s and she was still on that job. And she was informed that they were going to close her office. There were only 2 people in the office, and they were serving a community of 5,000 plus. And so, needless to say, their calendars were back to back.
Yeah, yeah,
And they got a half an hour for lunch. And most of the time, they sat at their desks to eat so that they could fulfill all of the appointments that they had for that time. And so I was speaking to the social worker and I was saying, why are you doing this? Because you don't know if you're going to die tomorrow. And you've worked so hard to
yeah,
help families in need. But when you're gone, they're just going to put somebody else in that chair. And you literally worked yourself to death.
yeah.
You didn't enjoy your life. Yeah, you got a 2-week paid vacation, but
That's
that's not living.
no, no. My daughter-in-law is a midwife,
Mm-hmm.
and they are that busy because they have, I think there's a team of 4 midwives, and they've got 5 or 6 areas they need to cover. She eats her dinner while she's driving to the next client because they just haven't got time to stop.
It's sad because the communities need these people,
Yeah, yeah,
but they work themselves to death. I can imagine that this would be a job that you take your work home with you
yeah,
because you literally see the need in the community and you can only do so much.
yeah, yeah. And it's sad because, guys, They might have job titles of social worker, midwife, health visitor. They still worry about cases that they feel are not moving as they should. So when they go home, that is still playing on their mind constantly. And believe you know, when I say this, me and Mia have had clients where we thought, God, I wonder how they're doing. Should I advise that they needed to go to safeguarding? Should I have called the emergency services? Because we've been in positions where we have to make harsh decisions. But the thing is, never doubt the decisions that you make at the same time.
You know, I see so many people who are out of ideas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're saying to us, hey, I'm 30 years old. I don't have a job. I'm broke. I live in my parents' basement. I'm depressed. I'm miserable. What can I do? How can I turn this around? And when they are in this, and when I say that, I have heard from many people who are
Yeah.
like this, who are going through this. And I try to say to them, okay, I understand where you're coming from. This is getting tough for everybody. Do you
Yeah.
have a hobby? Is it something that you can turn into a moneymaker?
Yeah.
Do you like to paint? Do you like to sing? Do you like to make jewelry, knit, crochet? If you don't, pick up a hobby that's going to entertain your mind,
Yes.
that's going to lift you up. Maybe it's tarot card reading, something that you can learn without having to put out money to buy something. You can go to the library, and the library has books that often the old books or that they have multiple copies are free.
Yeah.
They're begging people to take them away.
And libraries often offer classes as well. So keep a lookout for that.
And that's a good resource, because even if it's not something that you're interested in, you'll be around other people who want to help, who are often in the same situation that you're in. And what you need is that support.
Well, our library at the moment have been doing, through the school holidays, because it's school summer break up here, guys, they've been doing feed a family of 4 for a week for £20 and teaching families how to do it, how to use the best things to get the vitamins and minerals that a child needs. And they've been fully booked for that. So they're going to run it next year as well.
I think that's an awesome idea, because actually some of the things that I have been seeing online are women talking about meals that their grandparents made, and how these things are use so few ingredients, and the ingredients are cheap, and just putting ideas out there of how to make a meal for $1 to feed a family of 4 people.
Yeah.
And these are things that we actually need to learn. And just imagining, okay, wow, you saw this video, and I remember something that my grandparents taught me, and you make a video of it.
Yeah.
It may not go viral immediately, but what it does for your self-esteem is the important thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're doing something.
Definitely. Definitely. Like, guys, I do podcasts with Mia, but I also do other social media on my own. And you know what? I've gone on and I've given my daily affirmation cards, and Mia will agree you. My hair's been out here, I've been in my pajamas, and I'm like, but people need to see that it happens. or I've washed my hair and I've wrapped it in a towel and I've done it that way. But
And you really want to watch those videos because this is raw. Hazel raw.
like last week, the baby was in bed with me, sat upright, flopped back down and head-butted me in the face. So I had a black eye for nearly a week. But that's what people want to see. They don't want to see people that's made up, looking glamorous, their hair's perfect. That's not the real world. We are the real world.
We are going through the exact same things that you are going through.
Yeah.
And that's how we'll get through it, by relying on each other to support us, give us ideas, think outside the box. Hey, wow, this is really cool. I just find that there's more of us than they are of them.
And guys, me and Mia have been through the terrible teenager years, the terrible tools where they're stamping, kicking, want everything in sight. When they get older, it's the yap, 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 yap at us as parents. You get through it. It's part and parcel of their development as well.
That's it. You know, they have a path that they have to follow as well. Yes. And it may not be what you want for them, but just being there and waiting until they need you is the important thing. Even as adults, your adult children will come back to you to say, okay, what do I do now?
Yeah. And guys, I will say kids can be cruel. They want something that you can't afford. They'll call you nasty names because they don't understand how much we struggle as people. You know, one day I said to my kids, do you want to see exactly what we have coming in and what we got going out? And they were like, what? And I just listed some of the bills off: gas, electric, water, rent, council tax. And they were like, so sometimes, even though they're being nasty because you can't give them what they want, they don't mean it.
They will grow up to learn that, oh, these things do have a price tag and I can't afford this. I wonder, now I know why my parents didn't give me everything that I asked for.
Yeah. And even though you weren't like that with your parents, guys, times are changing.
Yes.
And it's difficult for parents. It really is.
It is difficult to parent because we have so much put in our laps right now. All right. This generation is finding that they have to be in 20 places at the same time.
Yeah.
And we understand that it still, you're literally, sometimes the children have to raise themselves.
Yeah. And they push our buttons. They know how to push our buttons.
Because that's their job.
Mia, you've hit the nail on the head. You really have. Or you cook tea and they say, didn't want that. I wanted, just say, tough, it's made now. If you don't eat it, you go hungry. You'll see they'll soon eat it.
We hope that you have found some part of this video uplifting and encouraging. We want you to know that we understand all of the things that you're going through, the sacrifices that you're making, but hang in there because there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes. Yeah. And it may seem a little light at the moment, but the further down that tunnel you get, the bigger the light's going to get.
Exactly. So we're going to say goodbye for now, but please like and subscribe. And we look forward to all of your comments, letting us know how you're doing throughout this situation. What are you going through? Put it in writing for us. We really want to hear from you.
Is there anything we can give you tips on doing?
Exactly.
Me and Mia are grandparents now.
I am so proud of my grandchildren.
So it's difficult. Life is difficult at the moment.
But we are meant to get through this
Yes.
and tell our children about this. Wow, you think you got it hard now? Well, this is what I had to go through.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're
It's
all here to do it together.
exactly. And that's the thing that I think that a lot of people miss is that they believe that they were put here to do superior things and they're above everybody else. But I
Yeah.
guarantee you that when they leave this earth, they're going to go the same way as everybody else.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So until next week, we want to say have a great weekend. Try to stay cool in the places where the heat is excessive and join
Yeah.
us again. Okay. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Bye,
Goodbye.
guys.